This is a Brooklyn-bound 2 express train. The next stop is Fulton Street.
Stand clear of the closing doors, please.
How's everyone doing today? Happy Friday, Friday the 13th. We're here in Brooklyn. McDonald Avenue, Linda. Nice to see you, Linda. Cuz, what's real? Hope everyone's doing okay. I threw the link up there just because I remember this time, just in case anyone's around and wants to hop on. But yep, happy Friday the 13th. It's a little gloomy here in New York City. It's not raining much. It's warm, but it's definitely a bit like Gotham today. We are on McDonald Avenue, Borough Park area. We're going to take 65th Street. We're going to end up eventually over in Sunset Park by the Gowanus. This here is 65th Street. Day Hill. They really call this like the Mapleton area, borderline of Bensonhurst, Borough Park. But we'll be running through Bensonhurst again, get up on the Gowanus, get off at Sunset Park. Actually, right near that the tragic incident that happened a few weeks ago. Getting off that same exit. Co-Train, what's going on, bud? How you doing? Pop open the sunroof for you guys. shouldn't have much of a sun glare today, even though there's a bit up there, but the sun hasn't been out yet today. So this is 65th Street and 24th Avenue. Adam, I was in here. How you doing, Adam? Good to see you, bud. We're back in Brooklyn. I have to make a stop in Sunset Park. So hopefully if everything goes well, we should be there in about 20 minutes. And then if you guys are still hanging out, then you can continue on with me on my journey. I'm going to be eventually ending up on Long Island again. It's almost every day that I end up on Long Island. But most of my beginning of the days are just usually how I structure it. Kind of come into the boroughs earlier. It's easier to deal with Brooklyn and Queens earlier, and then haggle with the Long Island traffic a little later. I don't know what all the ruckus is. Great Chinese food restaurant up ahead on Bay Parkway in 65th. Once we cross over Bay Parkway, we'll be in Bensonhurst. This is West 6th Street. You head south here on West 6th, you'd go down into Gravesend. This here, Bay Parkway. Now you cross it into Bensonhurst now, 65th Street, Bensonhurst. We'll go straight through Bensonhurst to Sunset Park. Again, it's a warm day. It's a warm day. I won't say it's nice. It's warm. The car says it's 76. It's muggy. It's humid. We're getting that New York City humidity in here. Some workers there on the right. Great pizzeria on the right here. Europa, 65th and 20th Avenue. They make a thin crust pie. See if I can slow it down so this truck doesn't block our view, but it's right there on the right. 20th Avenue and 65th, right there. Great thin crust pie. Yeah, it is warm. Again, back in Bensonhurst. 65th runs parallel to 86th Street, which if you're with me, the last live, we ran 86th Street, which is on the south side of Bensonhurst. Now we're on the north side. Cuzzo. Oh, wow. I'm not a fan, Adam. I'm not a hater by any means. I'm not a big movie, TV person, so I couldn't tell you the first thing about, that was a late blinker, about Star Wars. I do know that someone was born 30 plus years ago tomorrow, and that's Mr. BK Skip. Tomorrow's Skip's birthday. Be a nice, at least it's a Saturday. But what are we coming up on here now? This here, 18th Avenue. So 18th Avenue, this is the Avenue of the Feast when they have the 18th Avenue Feast. This runs right to left on your screen. North to the right, south to the left. Thank you. Yeah, cuz May it's a wonderful month. My mother's later in the month also. It's the best time of year. 18th Avenue. 18th Avenue, Bensonhurst, 18th and 65th Street. Got the food cart there on the left. I got another taco guy here on the left too. Like right, you can't see it, but my direct left. As you can see, a lot of people out. Not a lot of big puffy jackets. The fruit stand over there on the right, in front of the Santander. Thank you. 35. I will be 35 tomorrow. Pollen. Yuck. Alrighty then. Is this person gonna let me squeeze over there? Come on, let me get in there. Thank you. I might turn off and get off on one of these side blocks because 65th is just a disaster. It always is. Well, you got the butcher right there. Look at him. Great butchers around here. Good delis. It's Bensonhurst. Hey, Mobland. Good to see you, buddy. You're an old man, Adam? You getting up there? I feel old, that's for sure. I feel old. Good stuff. To see a 65th. See if we get in front of this. Yeah, we got in front of them. Double park cars and left-hand turns are, and then you got this speed camera here, and the speed camera on the right, so you got to watch out for that. Pedestrian speed cameras, left-hand turns. So that's the Jersey. They want to be making this left-hand turn here. Let's see. So we're coming up on New Utrecht Avenue. The overpass that you'll see coming up is New Utrecht Avenue. A lot of people from the area would have went to New Utrecht High School. Ha, Co-Train. You're right about that in a sense. '65th New Utrecht Avenue. Anyone from back in the day remembers Pasha. Pasha Club was right over here. New Utrecht. Fourteenth Avenue has a row of stores as Leonie's. I'm sure people know that place. Great fresh mozzarella. So as much as Bensonhurst has changed, like even you see on your right hand corner of the screen, that pizzeria there, that pizzeria has been there forever. So not everything's gone. Just looks different. A little bit. You guys are funny. You are so cool, let me tell you. I let him do that. But he still thinks he's very cool. St. Rosa Lima on the left. 13th Avenue and 65th. Very, very well-known parish. Cool, Mobland. Thank you. It's prime time out there, no? Supper time? Moby. Actually, a very big church and school. Oh, it's Regina Paris. Another school here, 187. Not St. Rosa Lima. Hey, Oliver. School's getting out over here, PS 187. James Jameson, welcome, sir. Nice to see you, Oliver. Nice to see you, James. Yep. Prime time. Across the pond. We're in Brooklyn. 2:20 in the afternoon here. School's just getting out. Rounding out the work days. On this Friday the 13th. So yeah, the Scott's the same time. I know even over there you have different time zones. Because even here, obviously on the West Coast, the people in California, it's still the morning over in California. So this is 11th Avenue. I'm going to cross over Fort Hamilton Parkway. I think I'm going to get on the Gowanus just for one exit and then hop off. Just to show you guys what that's about. It's a very high, elevated, suspended highway. Usually you get pretty good views of the skyline. But it's cloudy today, so we'll see how that works out. Cause alrighty, we got to make some moves over here. People making their left on Fort Hamilton. Oh, really? So similar to that Sturgis. I know they have the Sturgis bike rally down in the States. I think it's in one of the Dakotas, I believe, out in the middle of the country. Speaking of those Yanks, how about those New York Yankees? Those baseball Yankees laying a pounding on those Chi Sox. They're in Chicago this week. This on the left is actually Parkville Little League. Any of you locals, I'm sure I've played at Parkville, these fields here. And the Dust Bowl, where they have the adult league softball games. Those are always cool. And it's called a dust bowl because it's a big bowl of dust. But you get what you get in Brooklyn. So now we're heading into the Sunset Park area. Get up on 287, the Gowanus. Double park truck. Always inconvenient. But as you can see, there's really nowhere for him to go. All these people. Alrighty. 7th Ave. Highway's a couple blocks away. We'll be getting on that for a minute, then getting right back off, making a quick stop in Sunset Park. Then we're going to head east. And if you guys are still hanging, then cool. On the borderline of Bay Ridge here. Bay Ridge would be right to the south. We're going into Sunset Park. $463. So yeah, it's a little cheaper in Jersey still. There's our entrance ramp right ahead. We're getting up on this roller coaster. Hopefully you guys can see a little bit of the skyline because it's cloudy, but it's not super cloudy. So hopefully you'll be able to see some of the buildings. As soon as we get up on this highway, you should start to see some stuff a little bit. And then I promise I'll go to the tourist spots. I'll go into Manhattan. We'll drive through Times Square. We'll do all that jazz. For now, let's see, just make sure we got going on. Make sure I didn't miss anyone in here. Adama making fun of all the Americans. Adama, the Yankees. Although if you were a Mets fan, that would be cool. You could be a New York Mets is short for Metropolitans, which is basically, just the metropolitan area. You could be a Mets fan. Just don't be a Boston Red Sox fan. If you really wanted to be friendly with the Philly people in the chat, you could be a Phillies fan. That's fine. My suggestion would be the Yankees. You're going to catch a lot of heat for being a Yankees fan, though. It's kind of like being a Dallas Cowboys fan in football, which I'm not. So this here is the Gowanus. We're just going to be on this for one exit for now. Getting off at 39th Street. Make a quick stop. If you guys want to hang, you can hang. Because then from there, I'm going out to Long Island. So that's probably another hour or so. So I'll see if anyone else comes on or whatever. We'll do it like that. Yeah, because Phillies. I mean, that's all right. That's fine if you want to root for the Phillies. That's okay. So the buildings that you see straight ahead of you, those are actually that's downtown Brooklyn still. Downtown Brooklyn actually has its own distinct skyline. And the tallest building, kind of off to the left there, is a brand new building that's not open yet. And I believe it's going to be the tallest structure outside of Manhattan. This here is the Gowanus, part of the BQE, overlooking Sunset Park. Cool, cuz. I'll see you later, man. Thanks for stopping in, bud. I feel like my camera's a little crooked. I think it's just the road. Yeah, you can kind of see those buildings there now. I'm not going very far on this. Just gonna hop off of this exit. "38th Street. Hey Gianni, how you doing, buddy? Thanks for joining. We're on the Gowanus, Sunset Park, Brooklyn. We get off here, wrap around a couple of blocks, and we continue on. We're not too far from Prospect Park over here. Prospect Expressway. Very industrial over here. They actually call it Industry City. Old Red Hook factories. This is basically the port area. We're right on the you see that blue sign on the in the middle of the road there on the left, names it the Sunset Park Industrial Park. So this is, we're right near the docks, right on the water's edge before Manhattan and Staten Island on the New York Harbor. So here was just a huge industrial warehouse area. Fridays are usually better to get around. You would think it wouldn't be the case, but Fridays are actually typically a little bit of lighter traffic. And this here is actually tragically, this is right where that the subway shooting occurred, right at this station. 39th, this was the area. Gianni, not that I know of. I've seen other people do in New York. Most people do like a walking or a biking type. I haven't seen, honestly, many live driving shows done. Obviously, there's the crew are driving a lot of those, even like the Crime Spot and the Mooney. But I don't. That's kind of why what I'm looking why I'm looking at this as something that could be an interesting and unique it's a combination of just a live show, interactive, but also driving. In fact, they're in New York City, so that's kind of how I'm looking at it. I was mentioning yesterday there's a channel, Action Kid, who he walks around New York City in different cities. It's a huge page. It's Dutch Maz. They walk around. So there's walking shows, definitely. Driving, not that I've seen. Miami, Adama. Or like I'd say out in the desert. By Arizona. Yeah, so I've seen, and a lot of the driving things I've seen are without speaking, and I wasn't going to speak at first, to be honest with you. And it is. I think it's interesting. I mean, I would watch it, especially in New York. And so, yeah, you follow Action Kid, and he actually went to Miami. It was the week that I was down in Miami. He decided he was going to go to Miami. So he's now down there. He's got hundreds of thousands of subscribers, and he goes live. That's where I got the idea of the intro video. But when he goes live, while that intro video is going on, there's hundreds and hundreds of people in that live chat. It's unbelievable. It really is. Hey, Coach. How's it going? You watch Action Kid too, Coach? A lot of the inspiration for this came from Action Kid. I'm hoping now that he's down in Miami, I was hoping some of his followers would miss New York and wanna, but he was more, in Manhattan, walking around Times Square, all those areas. So it was a little different. But Action Kid's good. Alrighty. Now you guys are going to experience trying to find somewhere to park real quick. We got 11 people here. Yeah, he's got some sponsorships too, and for sure. Okay, let's see what we're going to do over here. It's a pump. Can I park here? Can I park here? Can I park here? Oh, I'm going to fit here. I'm going to go over there. Yep, sorry, sir. Going to check park. Right here for a second. All right, sorry, buddy. Let's see if I can squeeze in here. All right, let's see how we did here. Look at that. Parallel parking at its finest. Thank you. Parallel parking at its finest. Dang. All right, guys. Give me 5 minutes, absolute tops, and I'll be right back with you. I'll keep this window a little cracked. Hopefully my car doesn't disappear. I will be right back with you guys, okay? 1 minute. All righty, I'm back. Okay. That wasn't too bad. Thanks for hanging out. Check out the chat for a minute here. Let's see. I'm to mow a meadow. Yeah, right. I mean, I've always liked, driving scenes and but Action Kid's a great Action Kid's a great channel. A great channel. There's also Dutch Maz, but a lot of what I've been doing, or just kind of some ideas and just the thought that there's an audience, comes from them. All right, let's check a few things here, and then we'll get back on the road. Let's see. Let's check some traffic. I'll let you guys know how long I plan on being driving for. I don't see anyone else on right now. Well, anyone of the significance. Really hope it doesn't start raining on. Just have to put my mask on to go in there. Brutal. Alrighty. Oh my Lanta. An hour and 58 minutes. Oh my God. All right. Wow. This is going to be brutal. All right, guys. Well, it's 2:43, almost 3 o'clock. I'm in Brooklyn, Sunset Park. I'm on the west edge of Brooklyn, and I need to travel to Plainview, New York, Long Island, kind of near Bethpage, Farmingdale, Hicksville, that area. My GPS tells me it is going to take me 1 hour and 58 minutes. That gets me there at 4:42. Wow. This is going to be a doozy. This is going to be a doozy. But it's a very cool route. Oh, wow. It's even got me taking the streets up here and everything. Yeesh. Okay. Hey, Maddie. What's up, buddy? Good to see you, bro. Carol Mahal. Nice to see you. You guys joined at a good time, actually, because we're about to at least see a little Sunset Park. We're going to be in a lot of traffic. I threw the link. I pinned the link up on the Code Train. I slack enough, Code Train. I can't shy away from situations like this. You know what I mean? I slack enough. But I threw the link there in case anyone wants to join, to keep me company. Just do me a favor, if you do click the link, just let me know in the chat, because I don't know if I'm gonna see it here. So you might have to give me the heads up. But let's do this. I'm going. I'll keep it running. If I see any of our friends go on live, I'll cut it off, because I don't want to just keep it rolling all day, But if no one else is on, really, and you guys are hanging out, the more the merrier. All right, let's squeeze out of here now. I'll get clipped on the left. All righty. And we're off. No lines in the road, so you kind of just guess. There's 3 lanes somewhere. We'll be here. Hopefully this glare figures itself out. So we're basically underneath the expressway that we were just on. This here is 3rd Avenue. 3rd Avenue, Sunset Park, Brooklyn. You better worry about your own team over there, buddy. You better worry about your own team up in Beantown. Chucking those beans around. Have yourself a tea party. Fucking co-train. Co-train with the Joe jokes. He's almost as funny as Lloyd Christmas. Almost. Oh man, they're repaving here. Look at this. Talk about potholes. Look at these things. Oh, God. These things are friggin' craters. Yeah. Thank you, Governor Hochul. Oh my God, look at his name. Yeah. Oh my God. Jeez. Thank God it's over. All right, let's get through this light. All right. Man. Thought this tow truck was going to flip over when it hit one of them. So I think this is going to have us taking streets around. We're going to eventually end up on the BQE. We're actually, if Jersey Girl, I hope Jersey Girl pops in because we're going to be kind of not too far from the area that she had mentioned she had wanted to see in. She's from South Brooklyn. So we're kind of in that vicinity, that Carroll Garden, Park Slope area. Yeah, Carroll. Well, the governor announced the initiative to repave all the roads or something. It was in the yearly budget. Mrs. Hochul, who replaced Cuomo. Where's that thing coming from? Oh, it's over there. Okay. So we're going to see a lot of it. We're going to see a lot of it this summer. But there's just way too many roads for them to get it done. Always turns into a disaster. Look at this thing right here. Oh, really, Carol? So cool. I'm happy you're here then. So you know where we're at. We're under the Gowanus, 3rd Avenue. Gonna try to wrap around and get ourselves up to 287. Coming up to like the Prospect Expressway. I played my high school baseball games over here in Red Hook, which is just off to the left or the west. But yeah, Carol. So this is your hood. Awesome. Yeah, I knew she had mentioned. I saw she had put in the chat South Brooklyn, and I was like, wait, South Brooklyn, like the southern part of Brooklyn, or up here? Because it's confusing. Because this is really the northern, northwest section of Brooklyn, but it's called South Brooklyn because it's just south of Manhattan. Coming up to Hamilton Avenue. This traffic here isn't that bad. I mean, it's going to get real slow right here, but usually it starts blocks behind us. So this is that Hamilton Avenue Prospect Expressway interchange here. Yeah, well, I know. I know the... Yeah, sub to Adama, please. Ladies and gentlemen. I know the names have changed a lot. There's a lot of like terraces now, when they gentrify and rezone and all that, they have to make everything sound a little better. Like there's a Prospect Lefferts Garden now. But yeah, we're just South Brooklyn, Carroll Gardens, Red Hook, downtown. But yeah, Brooklyn's very fancy now over here, up here, Williamsburg. When I was growing up, we never went to Williamsburg. There's no reason to go to Williamsburg. Then all of a sudden it became the hottest place in Brooklyn. Man, I ate some coffee down in Waters here, which is, what goes in must go out. All right, let's see how much progress we make through this light. This light is historically brutal. We have to pass through this one and the next one and make this left, and then get up on the highway. See if we can at least get through this one, which it looks like we will. Oh, cool. Yeah, that's an area, I'm from the south part of Brooklyn. Gravesend, Sheepshead Bay, Coney Island, Marine Park, Mill Basin. It's like up here, I don't know as well, but as I've gotten older, I've spent more time up here for sure. Ooh, we're in some gridlock. I'll take you to the candy shop. Yeah. Yeah, all those old school places. This is old Brooklyn up here. Wow, good, because I hate the Dodgers. Last thing I want to do is see the Dodgers win again. Wow. And I saw the Sixers with our buddy James Harden, who used to practice right here. The practice facility was right off near, right here, basically. Yeah, no, those neighborhoods down, where I'm from, were the quieter spots. From Bay Ridge to Dyke Heights to Bensonhurst to Gravesend. Up here was a little more action packed, a little more like Manhattan. Especially before the neighborhoods changed, there's really no need for us from where I was from to go up in, like I said, Williamsburg or any of these areas. Even when I was in high school playing baseball and we were playing in Red Hook, oof, that was a rough neighborhood. I think it's a bit better now, but we get off the train at Smith and 9th Street. We would take the F train from 14th and 6th in Manhattan over here to Smith and 9th Street. Lady's got her kid wrapped up. You see his little feet dangling, his little hands sticking out. Little kid's working already. I think she's got some mangoes there. I don't think she has any of the sweets. The sweet stuff's the good stuff. Yeah, we're almost through this intersection. It's a doozy. There's a lot of traffic. See when I make this left if I could pull a move. Yeah, no, Carol. I know. And Co-Train, I don't know. He looks like, or he or she, they look like they're sleeping. I don't know. Poor kid. Oh, she does have the sweet stuff. Ooh. No, thank you. No, thank you. I'm okay. All right, let's see if we can get through here. Let's see. Yeah, boy. We need to go where this guy's going. Go ahead, guy. Cut that person off so I can go. Go ahead. Go. There we go. We made it to the next step. Just to the next step, we made it. I'm going to sneak over here. Ay. And you guys talking about that great reset there? Yeah. Hurry up and get to the next spot. That's New York. It's New York in a nutshell. About to cross the Gowanus Canal. I think this is actually what A-Light jumped in. I forgot to look that up, though. Man, this is brutal. This is some rough traffic, ladies and gentlemen. Yeah, right at this light, this overpass we go over, we cross over the Gowan. Hopefully you guys can begin to see some of the skyline, which wasn't so cloudy. That thing's loud. Gowanus Canal. Yeah, Coach Ray. Don't get me let go. I'll see you. So this is where we have some decisions to make too, because you can get on this Gowanus up here ahead. What's funny, Coach Rain, you're not going to believe it, but this is actually, I've been in a lot worse here trying to get through here. The fact that we're actually moving is a good thing. That's a cool little bar there on the right. Literally just like a warehouse, but they have the door open. Cool. Yeah, this is brutal. Go ahead, lady. Go ahead. Oh, boy. We got a tourist. So the battery tunnel is right there to the left. That's the tunnel to towers, that foundation that was created, is based off the firefighters running into this tunnel right here on the left, running all the way through into Manhattan. So that tunnel there, it was known as the Battery Tunnel. Now it's the Hugh Carey Tunnel. Right there on the left, they ran in there all the way to downtown. So we're gonna get on the view of like a couple of videos I did, and in the intro video where we go right past the skyline. That's where we're going right now. And then we're gonna go, I think, Grand Central, past LaGuardia Airport, and go up around that way to Long Island. Always fun driving behind a backhoe. You don't want to get into a fight with this guy. He'll just scoop you right out of the seat. Thank you. All right. Getting on I-287. 278, sorry. This is going to take us right past the Manhattan skyline, past downtown Brooklyn, and right past LaGuardia Airport. Nunzio, what's up, bro? Good to see you, Nuns. On the BQE, bro. This year is, I guess here technically now is Carroll Gardens. Park Slope, not too far. Hopefully the clouds are high enough that in about 2-3 minutes we'll start to wind around and you'll begin to see Manhattan. First time really kind of trying to show you guys the skyline a little bit, because the route pretty much takes us that way. We're going to go right under the Brooklyn Bridge, too. Crotch Rocket. This here is the exit for the Barclays Center. The Brooklyn Nets play. Downtown Brooklyn, Atlantic Avenue. This is also the truck route. So all the parkways don't have the trucks. We got the trucks and the backhoes. He's got a plate though, so he's good. We have a little fender bender in the center lane there. Okay. That is not the cause of the traffic, as you can see. So we're going to get over here because we need to get out of that lane, because that's a exit only lane eventually. So that was a nice little pick that fender bender set for us. Very nice. Hey, Joby. Is it really? Well, happy Friday the 13th. I did as a kid for like a couple of birthday parties and stuff. Like a few kids in the neighborhoods, like the girls, they would have their birthday parties there. So that's right. I grew up right there, right off the belt in Flatbush Avenue. So yeah, not in a long time. But yeah, that's right after Flatbush Avenue. Slow, so we got a couple of, once we move up a little more, we'll be able to get out of this little canyon that we're in right now. This is a very cool little dugout underground. This is a very nice part of Brooklyn too. I'm pretty sure de Blasio lived like right on one of these blocks right here. Mr. William de Blasio. Alrighty, we're creeping along here, creeping along. Okay. Yeah, there's also the one off Conduit also. There's that little horse stable in East New York. Oh. Someone's trying to buzz by. Traffic is slow. You see, you'll start to see up on the left, those cars are traveling up a little bit. Once we get up there, we'll we'll move a little better. I promise. Google Maps tells me this delay we're in is another 3 minutes. And then we'll at least start rolling a bit. But again, kind of hoping you guys get a nice view of the skyline at least. Oh, they made the exit only here now. Wow. See, I didn't even realize that. They're redoing this this whole road basically. Kind of redesigning it. So we're a mile away from the Brooklyn Bridge. This here now is downtown Brooklyn. And that's a big bump. Big bump. Big bump. Yeah, Atlantic Avenue, downtown. Manhattan is straight ahead. You won't be able to miss it in a minute. I think I do need to get away from this dependable transport corp here, though. It's kind of cramping the style a little bit. Let's see if we can get in here somewhere. Let's go now. They got Massachusetts plates on them. We'll cut them off, right? Right, Coach Shane? Alrighty, so now on the left here, you'll begin to see, as soon as we get past this building on the left, you're going to see the Brooklyn Bridge, you're going to see Manhattan, you're going to see the New York City skyline, you're going to see One World Trade Center, you're going to see One Vanderbilt, you're going to see Hudson Yards. It's always what I consider the money spot. The clouds are impeding just a little, but I can still see Empire State Building right there, and I can still see One Vanderbilt right there. I'll lower the window a little bit. This here is that bridge right in front of you, Brooklyn Bridge. Going from Brooklyn to the right to Manhattan to the left. That there is Manhattan, New York City. What we call the city. One World Trade. See Empire State Building too. You can see the overhead great shots of the skyline you get from this overhead promenade, Carroll Gardens Promenade. Great spot to walk out there in summertime. See, here's where it gets all funky. See, this used to be 3 lanes. Interesting. They cut it down to 2 already here. Hey, Tony, how you doing? Good to see you, Tony. They better watch out. They're way far behind. Like in pictures and stuff. They're like, love it. Not over here, Coach Rain. Take it easy. Good times. So we're actually going to cross under the Brooklyn Bridge, right in front of us. It's the Brooklyn Bridge. And then Manhattan Bridge. So you see that's the exit bridge. And then you got the Manhattan Bridge. Oh, guy. Holy crap. Where's he gonna go? Where's he gonna go? Oh my God. Oh, I love people. I love it. It's great. The guy made 19 moves to go nowhere. I still see him right up there. Oh, that truck's making moves. Oh, what? Wait, I think that blue. Oh, see, that's the blue car right there. He's fucking. Oh, he's messing with this truck. That's what was going on. So this is wow. He was brake checking that big Mack truck. Here comes the rain. These truck drivers are crazy. They're driving things like they're friggin' on this. So this is Williamsburg. Williamsburg's big. It's based. Oh, look at him going out! Wow. We'll have a nice little slow down here. Nice healthy one, but we'll go over the Kosciuszko Bridge, which is a pretty cool bridge. Which is going to take us into Queens. This here is still Brooklyn. Bedford Avenue. It's still warm out. I think this rain's going to bring a cold front, though. Hey, Vito, how's it going, man? Good to see you, Vito. On the BQE. Williamsburg area. Heading towards the Kosciuszko. Unless they renamed it. They rename all these bridges now. Some doozies of potholes right here. That one there. That one. That one. That one there. He doesn't like to sling. Oh. Wow. Alrighty, so we're probably, I don't know, 5 minutes from the Kosciuszko, and then we'll be crossing over into Queens. And then we're gonna actually go right past LaGuardia Airport. Start heading east. You like the Chrysler Building? Chrysler Building is cool. Classic Art Deco. It's engulfed now by everything that's around it. But one of the nicest new ones is One Vanderbilt. They built it right by Grand Central Station, which there was a big battle for zoning there and the air rights. Air rights are I don't know if you guys know about air rights, but when buildings build up, there's real estate above ground also, like site views, and like for example, when the Empire State Building first went up, they had the rights to the site views around it, so you couldn't build up near it. So that's a major factor in New York City. And right around Grand Central Station, there weren't many huge skyscrapers. All the air rights were accounted for. They finally got somehow this One Vanderbilt, that's the address, it built, and it's massive. West Texas, what's going on? Sure, it's hot and steamy over there in West Texas as usual. It's like 75 and muggy and humid over here in New York City. Heading towards the Kosciuszko Bridge. It's a cool bay. Just redid it. It's a nice bridge. You'll start to see it soon. The modern way of building bridges. We're gonna veer off towards 287. There's the bridge there. Going this way. This is maybe 2 years old, this bridge, 3 years old. And they split it now before you get on the bridge, so you have to know where you're going before you even get on it. $90 there, West Texas. Yeah. Tell you, I love when the heat comes. I love it. I hate the cold, and I love the heat. I mean, I know what everyone says, like, oh, we have it every. I don't know. I mean, we really full of heat. Like the heat really just started here. You have like Memorial Day weekend to, maybe end of September. Nice, I guess you can call it, but heat, like you only have a couple of months of heat, and I like the heat. Charge this boy up. Yep, it's still called the Kosciuszko. It's still a plaque up. From a small town, Tony. Patience, yeah. Yeah, New York driving is it's something else. It's such a big city. There's so many different roads and ways to go, but certain ways, if you just have to go certain directions at certain times, there's no better way. This too, well, during the summertime would be the getaway from the city out to the Hamptons. You'd be looking to take this route. I don't think there's many people going out there yet. Usually that really starts up Memorial Day weekend, but you never know. Yeah, I remember that Super Bowl when I think when they were hosting it at the Dallas Cowboys Stadium, and they had, I know you there too. Shut down. I mean, we kind of shut down to a certain extent, but we're used to it by now. We really have all 4 seasons. I wish we had more of the heat, but we experience it all. We get the bitter cold, the blizzards, you know. Then we get these in betweens, days like today. And Pittsburgh, yeah. I'll tell you, Pittsburgh was nice when I checked it out that time, but you just have just that much colder, that much more snow. Yeah, West Texas. I know. I would take it. I would take the heat. But it is nice having the air conditioner on in the car right now. Even that's a good feeling. So I would just heat on. Trying to keep my toes warm. Can actually feel my toes. It's nice. Yeah, this is pretty slow. People like to just ride the shoulder, as you can see, too. Just do their own thing. It's very commonplace on the Belt Parkway in traffic. You have to actually keep an eye out on your right-hand side if you're in the right lane. Oh, but once we get over this hump, move a little bit. Jeez. Coach Train, you won't catch me dead in flip-flops. Besides on the beach. But I'll go friggin' woolly socks in the wintertime. Big merge here. 3 different highways come together here. This Uber guy wants to go. Should we let him go? He wants to go. He didn't really go hard enough, though. Oh, we got this guy over here. Jeez Louise. Pounding water bottles over here. This might not be good. He still wants to go. this is an accident. Slides are good, Vito. Slides are acceptable. Not with socks, though, right? You do it with the socks, the old school, the white socks, or the black socks, the thin black socks rolled up. So we're in Queens now. Heading towards LaGuardia Airport. Let's see, I guess technically this is, look at on the map, right borderline Astoria. The road's going to take us up into, basically Astoria, Broadway Junction. I might actually get off at Astoria Boulevard. That's probably a better bet than sitting in more traffic going past LaGuardia. Yeah, that's what we'll do. We'll get off Astoria Boulevard, so I'll show you a little bit of the neighborhood instead of just the highway. See what the deal is, and I'll probably knock it off around there. Unless you want to, I don't think you guys want to continue this ride with me. I still have an hour and a half. It's insane. It's really not. $102. And what do you got? Like something probably right in front of us, no? $4.99 Bink. Yeah, I've been seeing around like $4.60, right around there. Oh, there's our Uber driver. There he is. We'll watch him make a few more moves. Queens Boulevard. It's by like 59th Street. $65th Place. Got that Queensy feel. But I'll take you on to Astoria Boulevard so at least you can see that. Astoria Boulevard's pretty cool. Nothing else doing in the genre, huh? All right. This here is Queens Boulevard. I like that license plate. I'm a flirt. It's funny. Yeah, Carol, I saw that later on, right? So she was scheduled Angel, like 7. Didn't see nothing else going on at the moment that I don't see, right? If anyone pops on, let me know, please. I won't think it's rude, seriously. If one of my friends tells me that, you know, someone else just went live, please let me know. Because I've been on for an hour and a half already, so if anyone, you know, like Mobland or Maddie or Vinny, or I doubt Joe's going on this early, but Lefty also. Hey, Assassinino, with the disclaimer. How you doing? Good to see you, bud. Assassinino with the asterisk. So we'll pop off here. This is the Grand Central Merge. Not here, but not in Northern. We're just outside of LaGuardia Airport. So LaGuardia is on the northwest edge of Queens, and then JFK Airport, the larger airport, is on the southeast portion. Southeast portion of Queens, on the South Shore. You can see the signs. These are signs for parking terminals and stuff at the airport. We're going to slide off. We're going to take Astoria Boulevard. So we'll take the streets for a little bit. I have to hop back on the highway eventually, but to the right here is actually the after the Home Depot, there's the Boulevard, the watchmaker, their headquarters. Very odd spot for it, but that building right there on the right, Boulevard. Boulevard Corporate Center, the watch manufacturer. I'm gonna hop off here. We'll get on the streets, take the streets down a little bit. Show you guys Astoria Boulevard. And they redesigned this too. This used to be just one merge into, but now they have this lane going on the right first, and then they'll let us in. Cool. Oh. Got some activities going on. Okay, here we go. So LaGuardia, the airport, will be right to the left of us pretty much the whole time. You see this plane coming in right ahead. Up ahead, you'll see it right there. That little Delta is landing at LaGuardia. This lane here, I think that lane ends, I think. Astoria Boulevard. Oh, that lane doesn't end. See, they did, yeah, but they shifted these lanes here. See, it's all, whoa, what is, yeah. See, like all this construction, it's actually kind of confuses things. Once you get used to it. We made it through that. Ooh, look at this food truck up here. A nice taco truck. Spot out all the new possibilities. So Story Boulevard, 85th Street, Northern Queens, Northern Jackson Heights, I guess. Approaching Flushing. Still nice out. 72 degrees. 72 degrees. Hey, Ken. Ken from Connecticut. How you doing? Sorry, I missed you there. Sorry, obviously, if I miss anyone. I don't want to be eyes peeled to the chat. I don't think that'd be good for anyone. Might make this some viral video, but we don't want it that way. Cool. Alrighty. I think once we get up there, then we'll hop on the Grand Central and we'll be good. Nuns, I will. Another food truck. That was a burger truck. You got some pretty cool walls around here in Nuns. I don't know if you could see them. Just passed a few of them. Old school theater right here. I couldn't tell you if it's still in yeah, go ahead, guy. Go ahead, Mr. Taxi Man. Go ahead. Give these people a view of this. Old school movie theater. The green taxis are for the boroughs. Yellow taxis stay in Manhattan. South of, I think, 116th Street. But in the boroughs, they're green. Story Boulevard is not moving too quickly either right now. Jeez. Will do, Nuns. Still warm out there? Yeah, I like it. Still got that warm feel out there. Turn this air conditioner off. Awesome. Okay. So again, Jackson Heights, heading towards Flushing. Slight drizzle all day. All friggin' day. Are you gonna make that? Thankfully, that person in the center lane let her, because otherwise she wasn't gonna make that. Some work on this truck right here. And gridlock. Trying to figure out which direction what I want to do when I get to these highways. Grand Central, Northern Boulevard. A few options. But I think I have to get off the story. Yeah, please give it a like. I know the likes, the comments after the video. And so do I, Tony, that I know. There's a lot of, especially in these older neighborhoods, a lot of it is kept. Yeah, for sure. There's a few of those like old school theaters that are still around. The King's Theater in Brooklyn and stuff like that. Yeah, and I traffic is back with a vengeance for sure in terms of it had been slowed down over the past couple of years, but all these roads were roads that used to be seen as shortcuts are no longer shortcuts. I wasn't expecting it to be. I just figured it'd be a bit more scenic. That guy came out of nowhere. Getting through another light. Light by light, we're getting places. We weren't on Queens Boulevard, but I know the address that comes up in the movie. It's Queens Boulevard, right? I think, pretty sure. For Queens Boulevard, Jackson Heights. Well, we were right near the part even when Karen gets nervous at De Niro when she goes to talk to him and he's like, "Oh wait, I have some jackets." Like towards the end of the show when she thinks that he's gonna whack Henry, and they're underneath the overpass and he's like, no, over there, keep going, and she's looking, She looks into one place, and these two guys in there, just like she's like, I don't know, and she knows, she's like, He's like, no, over there, go ahead. That was right where we were before, Smith and Knight, right where I played high school baseball in Red Hook. That's what I need. I need one of the little scooter things. Strap the GoPro to my helmet and go. Yeah, cyclists are the worst. You got to watch out for them big time. When really they should be watching out for you, which they are, but they're, you got to watch out. You really have to have your head on a swivel when you drive around here. We're going to get through this? I don't think so. So we are going to... Oh, he's going. Oh. Nope. Good call, Mike. Oh, wow. What's up, mate? Yeah. Yeah. Yeah, definitely. But definitely. She was definitely nervous. Yep. Yeah, nuns like that right there. Look at him. Well, he's got that's a Vespa. Or she. That thing's pretty cool. But they can definitely be hazardous to your health. Big pothole. There you go. There it is for you, Adam. Carol, see you. Thank you. Thanks for stopping by. I'll see you later, Carol. Thanks. Oh, gee. What to do? Meaning, what direction? Let's do this. Let's go northern again. Take Northern Boulevard. Right past Citi Field where the Mets play. See, Adam, if you become a Mets fan, New York Metropolitans, this is right where they play. This would be it. Oh. Dead stop. Look at this. Baruto. You can go ahead. Nah, you'll be good, madam. Nah, the Metropolitans. The Mets. It'll be all right. Oh, cool, Maddie. Trying to get past City Field here. Co-train, you stay out of this. Too funny. Yeah, once we get past this little tree line here on the right, the stadium is right there on the right. They're probably playing here tonight, actually. It's probably I should have probably thought this through. I mean, it's 4:00. They're playing. It's a 7:00 start. If they are, I don't know if they are. I'll be able to tell once we get a little closer. See the tailgaters. You thinking Mets, Adam? I mean, that's fine. They just got a new coach this year. Old school type of guy, a guy I like. And their stadium is very cool. A lot of people like it better than Yankee Stadium. Yankee Stadium was just made to be a new version of the old place. It's more like a museum. But Citi Field, which is right, you can start to see it right now on the right. It's a fun ballpark. Everyone's trying to get over to these highways to the left. Oh, there must be a game, yeah, because those are some vendors there. And that's not what's causing this traffic right now, though. But there is a game here tonight. Yeah, the lights are on. All this traffic is trying to go to the left to go up the Van Wyck Expressway. Ooh, that's this nice S-Class right there on the left, that vehicle. I should have let him get in front so I could see that. But they're all trying to get over, up north, Youngster, and all those areas. Where all right, let me in there, guy. Thank you. Thanks. We're not. So that's Citi Field right there on the right. Yeah, parking lot's filling up. Oh yeah, they got a game there tonight. That's for sure. Milk Metropolitans. Adamo, that's your team, bro. 7-10. They play the Mariners. Little interleague action. Little Mariners action. Yeah, unfortunately, we are not going to the game, so we are not peeling off and making this little turn here. But you know what? Let's do it. Let's do it for the Skippers. I'll show you guys a little what goes on around the stadium here. Take a little detour. Google Maps will get me where I got to go. So we'll see. I think I could drive. I could still drive in over here. Game time's not for a couple hours. Going this way. I'll take you around this side. All these chop shops over here is pretty cool. There's the parking lot, backside of the stadium. On the left's all chop shops, and on the right's the stadium. And then there's a bar here, McFadden's, right off the right side of the bar. Chop shops on the left. Adama's team on the right. New York Metropolitans. And what I'll do is I'll spin around. I'll make a U-turn. Let me pop this U-turn real quick. Give you guys a view coming back real quick. Jeez, I hope Angel's not watching. She doesn't like when I break the law. Here's another view of the stadium. Citi Field. 3 hours before game time. Seattle Mariners are coming into town. And if you need a muffler fixed, you can drop it off before the game right there on the right. And there's a plane taking off from LaGuardia. I gotta figure out I gotta get my bearings back here as to where I'm going here now. I thought he was gonna try to sell me something. Coach train. Oh no. See, Adam, if you're a Met fan. Yeah. Well, at least I'm in the right spot. I could grab something fixed real quick. Yeah, his whole back area, all chop shops back there. All the music going. They actually had plans. I know the Wilpons had plans to knock all that stuff down, but yeah, Adam, it's a red brick stadium, and if you need anything done to your vehicle, you got everything right across the street. See, if you come into the game and you also, here's a tip: instead of parking in the parking lot, park right out here. Don't worry, no one will touch your car. Lock it up. Put the club on. Plenty of parking over here. No one will bother you. Now in the Bronx, on the other hand, they got a racket going up there. All the locals, they set up cones and they charge you. It's more like in the neighborhood. This here is Flushing, Queens. Home of the Metropolitans. And Adam's favorite baseball team. Some newer age architecture here, Tony. All brand new, all recently built up. Adam, Met fans are very good people. I have a lot of friends that are Met fans. New York City is pretty much split. There's a lot of Yankee fans and there's a lot of Met fans. And to be honest with you, the Met fans do not like Yankee fans. So I hope this doesn't put you in a position where you need to troll me. And yes, Vinny Bracco is a Mets fan, Adam. That's right. There you go. See? You and Vinny could both root for the Mets. And we could all root against Coach Train's team, the Red Sox. Because who really likes the Red Sox? Met fans are tough. They're tough because they don't win often, so they have to have tough in, you know what I mean? The Yankees got spoiled and arrogant in the late 90s, early 2000s. Well, lost in 2001, but had won from 96 to 2000 were extremely good, won multiple championships. The Mets haven't won a World Series since 1986, but they've been close. They were in the World Series against the Yankees in 2000. We called it the Subway Series because you can take the subway from one stadium to the other, and the Yankees won. So the Mets haven't won an actual World Series since 1986. The Yankees won in 2009 was the last time they won. A-Rod was a big part of that team. Yankees spoiled like Manchester. Yeah, I don't know like the teams that well over there, but I think I know well enough that yeah, Yankee fans got very, very, very spoiled in the late 90s. But yet in the 80s, the Mets dominated the city and the Yankees were terrible. Back in the 70s and 80s, the Bronx was burning. And Tony, yeah, those are all new condos, all new residential buildings. Mixed use on the bottom, lobbies with retail and stuff like that. Flushing, historically, heavily Chinese, Asian area. Historically, always has been. Now people try to make Bensonhurst be out to be like Flushing, where it's not. Flushing always has been, always will be. With like this, with them. Wow, these people people are stopped in the left lane up ahead. It looks like an elderly couple. They're in a BMW, so I'm assuming they've phoned someone and let them know. It looks like they have a flat tire. They must have hit one of those potholes or something. Either that or ran out of gas, but they're in our lane, so you're going to see them. We're going to have to try to get around them. They're dressed nice, too. They look like they were going out to dinner or something. He's looking all spiffy, white hair, white shirt, blue blazer, khaki slacks. Something happened. They have a 5 Series that needs some assistance. Oh, man. Look who has entered the chat. He must have heard the baseball chatter. Mr. Havana Nights. One of the best Yankee fans around. There's these people here. Hopefully they get the assistance they need. Was that Zio Batty? Did you see him? He looked spiffy. Oh, this was a bad move coming in this lane. I forgot about this. Awful move. All right, biker. Biker. Awful move. I always forget about this lane. You gonna let me in? Nice. Yeah, it's I think that's Main Street. Always gets ridiculously jammed up right there. Bano. Yeah. The Yanks, the Mets. Well, I don't know if you were listening before Havana Nights, but Adama, our friend Adam, very good friend of the show, was asking which baseball team he should root for. He was asking for suggestions. So I suggested the Yankees, but I also threw out there that the Metropolitans, the Mets, were also a very, very, very good choice. I mean, I have nothing against the Mets. They're an exciting team. I love the style of baseball they play. They got a cool old school coach. Of course, we got our friend from Boston here, Coach Train, throwing his 2 cents. Meanwhile, this was an AB conversation. I don't know how you saw your way into it. I don't know. You need to see your way the F out. Back to Beantown, you know what I mean? But Coach Train, putting in his and then we had cousin Paulie in here before too, inching towards the Phillies. So Adama's got a team. And it was perfect timing that we passed right past Citi Field, so he got to see where they play. We check out the chop shops, check out McFadden's. It was good. Yankee fan nuns. Oh man, I missed. Oh, that is a church. The one we just passed, like real dark brick. with the steeples, kind of church. Yep. A lot of old stuff over here too, definitely. Ooh, this is a dicey one. I don't think we're getting through this one.
Nope.
I'm not too far out in the crosswalk.
I'm all right.
That was a good call. That would have went nowhere. Jeez. Well, we're in Flushing. Northern Boulevard, Union Street. We're heading east. Cool front definitely came through a little bit. Definitely took the humidity out of the air. Wait. You're still undecided, Adam? What do you mean? I mean, look, this here, it's a free country, all right? You want to root for the Red Sox? You want to be boys with Coltrane, root for the Red Sox? That's fine. But New York and Boston have we'll call it a friendly rivalry, where we don't like their sports teams do not like our sports teams. Also kind of with Philadelphia also. So the biggest rivals are the Yankees and the Red Sox. New York Yankees, Boston Red Sox, big historical rivals. It goes all the way back to Babe Ruth, where Babe Ruth being traded from the Red Sox to the Yankees back in the day. So that's why we have the friendly rivalry, and where as a Yankee fan, I'm not going to like the Red Sox. And Coltrane's a Red Sox fan. He's not going to like the Yankees. There's also that rivalry between the Mets and the Yankees just because it's the same city. But it's different because we don't really play each other directly every couple of times a year. But not until really it would become not until the end. If you play each other in the end, then that's what you want. But you're not in the same division. You're not in the same league, so to speak, the Mets and the Yankees. It's more of just a not liking each other's fan base. But the Boston and New York rivalry, it's there's also the rivalry with Philly. More in baseball, it's more with the Mets because the Mets are in the same league as the Philadelphia team. There's only one Philadelphia team, and they're in the same league as the Mets. Whereas the Boston team is in the same league as the Yankees. I hope that cleared it up for you a bit. I hope this gridlock moves a little bit. Yeah, that truck's moving a little. Yeah, it's hard to say that about someone from Boston. My friend from Boston. Ugh. It's like those commercials, the Sam Adams commercials. Oh, nice. Hey, who's it, my cousin or my cousin from Boston? Oh my God. I mean, MRE is right. Those R's are decimated. You people do. You know what? Is Bay the Mets fan? You know what? I know he always just rocks different types of. You know what? I don't know. I know that he's not huge into baseball, so I don't know if he's really like a big either Mets or Yankees fan. I'm not sure. He might be. Yeah, there's right. Yes, the American football. Let me get it straight before I get yelled at. Yeah, Eagles, Philadelphia Eagles with the Giants, New York Giants football team. So yeah, Philly, New York, Boston. There's the rivalries are there. Even like you would think, just in terms of cities, like we don't even have a big rivalry with Chicago in terms of sports. Not really. It's not as big as the that East Coast, that Boston, Philadelphia. Montauk, what's up, bro? Good to see you. Nice to see you. And Havana Nights, did you say it was freezing over there where you are? Because I guess it's geez. Just in time for my birthday. You know what I mean? It's perfect. Last week was just in time for the communion. This week just in time. It's perfect. Perfect time. Yeah, no, I need heat. If it's not hot, then it's cold. There's no in between. I need hot. A lot of construction going on here in Northern Boulevard. A lot of building. This is still Flushing. We're going to eventually end up in Bayside. And then we'll have to figure out our route onto the island. Whoop, whoop. Mm-hmm. Heavy delay here. Montauk, I am. I'm not a huge hockey guy in general. I was fortunate enough to go to a bunch of playoff games when the Rangers made their run a few years ago, like to conference finals and to the Cup. I was lucky enough to get tickets to go with my buddy. So I started rooting for it, getting to know the game. Really, a live hockey game is probably one of the best live sporting events. Being there in person, it's great. So yeah, I root for the Rangers, but I'm not I wouldn't say like real diehard, really into it fan. Johnny. Yeah, no, and honestly, I don't go to a lot of games quite often, and like, to be honest, I wouldn't want to take my daughter to some games, depending on where I'm sitting, and there's no need for that. There's none. There's really no need. Like, I understand the booing but I wouldn't want to make someone else feel uncomfortable. Like, to me, even because I have really good friends that are Met fans, and they can't stand the Yankees, and they can't stand Yankee fans. It's like, oh my God. When it gets a little out of hand in the crowd, I mean, no need. I mean, if you ask for it, you ask for it. But just because you're rocking a different jersey, I mean, come on. Person's looking for a parking spot. He found one. $155th, getting a little closer to the Bayside area, still kind of mid-Flushing. 154th Avenue. Murray Hill. Yeah, is it still that way, Coach Rain? Because I know Havana Nights listens to the sports radio, and I remember Carton and Roberts talking about that. Like, can you walk into a game today in Boston, or can you walk into a game in Yankee Stadium? I mean, I want to say that you can. I want to say that today you can walk into Yankee Stadium with a Red Sox jersey and nothing's gonna, as long as you're not asking to be, as long as you're not acting like a jerk. But yeah, you can't be a Yankee fan. Yeah, and I know. I think over in Europe, just based off of what you see the videos of, I think they take it. I mean, way to another level, more than we don't actually like gear up and go to battle over it. I feel like just jerks will be jerks and add a bunch of alcohol into it, and every once in a while you're gonna get that. But overall, I don't think that's an overall sense that it really is true. Like taking your life and it's taking your life in its hands to walk into a stadium with a different jersey on. Hopefully, I don't know. I haven't gone to many games lately. I definitely haven't gone, and seen that. So. Yeah, boy, Co-Train. I know that the Patriots. I know you guys get crazy with your Pats. I knew someone from up there. He wasn't even from up there. He was up from like Carmel, New York, like north of Westchester County, New York. Big Patriots fan. Never quite understood that. What's funny though is you'll get a lot of Dominicans from the Bronx or Red Sox fans because of the whole thing. Pedro and more Manny being from Washington Heights up there. Also, that counterculture-ish to it, I think, was play into it. Having Manny there and just being the anti-Yankee, not being a Met fan, and just rock the Red Sox hat. So if you were walking around Washington Heights, or if you were walking around Washington Heights now, you'll catch a few Red Sox hats. Havana Nights, you can correct me if I'm wrong. But I knew I played with a few of them at CCNY. One of them I know you remember. The promoter. He loved rocking his Red Sox hat. Utopia Parkway. Heading closer to, Nuns, right? Absolutely. Sure, fella. Sure thing. Wow, so you're in Massachusetts. Wow. Interesting. Yeah, the Yankees have always had an allure to them. I think it's a little different. I just hard for us to root for any Boston teams, I think is what it comes down to. Getting into Bayside, Queens now. Bayside, which is the northeast edge of the borough of Queens. We're going to hit the Clearview Expressway, and then Bell Boulevard. Still this constant nasty drizzle going on here. I'm going with New Park Pizza. I think that's, although that's my answer. Cross Bay Boulevard, Howard Beach. End of story. Geno's has a good slice. La Villa has a good slice. But, oh my God. Gianni. Me and Havana Nights have had this conversation so many times where it's just not the same. They made just a larger replica of the stadium. It's more of just a big museum. There's food options, and there's this, and there's luxury boxes, and the whole 9 yards. But in terms of just the feel of the old place, man, it really is a shame that they had to knock that place down. It really, really is a shame they had to knock that place down. It had a bump to it. It just had full bass at all time. Bayside Diner on the left, classic. Havana Nights, classic spot after games, Bayside games at this diner. Taking out the whole back area. Holding court back there in this diner right there. With MC. Yeah, the moat. They put the moat, Havana Nights. Man, I don't know why my phone is I gotta stop trying to click comments here. Something's, I think I had a little smudge on my screen or something. But they put a moat, literally a moat in between the lower section of seats and then anything above it. So you can't walk all the way down. So that lower bottom was, and it was empty for some time. It seems to be filling up better these days. Because visually it just looked terrible. The whole bottom of the stadium is empty. Because, any other stadium, come down, walk down, fill it in. But they actually had it that you couldn't physically get across. Yeah, Coach. Can you imagine that? Can you imagine getting a New York crew, like to go up there all rocking Yankee stuff and just being obnoxious New Yorkers like that? I mean, I'm really not looking for that fight. I'm just not. I'm really not. Maybe when I was younger. But yeah, I definitely want to make a trip up there. Definitely want to do the Connecticut mid-June. Yeah, and exactly. Just like they tried to replicate the old Yankee Stadium. They kind of did, but it's not. Fenway and Wrigley are still the I think the Dodger Stadium is one of the old ones too now. That in Baltimore. But Fenway and Wrigley are the originals. I remember when Wrigley didn't have any scoreboards. And no electronic scoreboards. They played only the day games with no lights because it was right in the neighborhood. You gonna make me wear a Red Sox hat, huh? I mean, I would. I mean, I could just wear, a friggin' Nike golf hat too, right? Got to support the team. Like in Seinfeld. The devil episode. Where Elaine's boyfriend dresses up as the devil. Got to support the team. He pops out in front of the car with the priest. Oh, Diablo! Yeah, I know they did repairs on it. they had issues where they were doing repairs, and apparently what they say is that they kind of just couldn't keep repairing it, or they just didn't want to. Must have been a cost thing where it must have been, because they're not going to do anything that's not, but it must have been more cost efficient to just spend a lump sum on a new stadium than continuously having to repair the old place. But it's a shame. It really, really is. And it got very corporate too. Just like the Garden in a sense. Although the Garden, the past few nights, this playoff has sounded pretty loud. But back when I was going to games years ago, it got pretty corporate. When tickets are like $500 a pop, I mean, I've never been to Wrigley. I want to go there. That's definitely, yeah, I definitely want to. Did someone fall? Yeah, well. Yeah. No, I don't think you would. I don't think he'd like a lot of things that have been going on the past couple of years, to be honest with you. Even just the appearance of the Yankees not doing anything, I don't think he would like. Even if you want to say, okay, they took a new direction where they weren't spending stupid money on, long shots or older players, that's fine. But there's been a few seasons where I think he would have just, stirred the pot a bit. So 111 precinct. So we are approaching. We still in Queens, but we are approaching the border. Let's see what type of move I want to make here. Do I want to head south a little bit? Let's see. Still nothing going on in the genre, huh? I think I just saw an alert. What was that for LC3? What he's going on like a half hour, right? But again, like coaching or whatever, just let me know if any of our friends and buddies in the genre decide to go live, please. I don't want to just keep this thing rolling if someone wants to get on there. Not that I'm thinking I'm holding you guys, but you know what I mean. I just trying to do the right thing. Crossing over the Cross Island Parkway. So now we head into, I guess this is back to that Douglaston border of Queens to Nassau County. Still in Queens, but on the border. I think this is Douglaston. Coltrane, that really cool driving range on the left. Havana Nights, a very, very cool driving range on the left here. This is right off the Cross Island Parkway at Northern Boulevard. Similar to the one that's over by Mineola. Five Corners. Yeah, right. Alley Pond, very nice golf. Sorry about that. Phone rang. And I think I still have my mic on. Usually it cuts the mic, but it looks like it's still on. That's good. And we're doing a little bobbing and weaving here through the neighborhood. This is a really nice part of Queens. I like cutting through these streets here. Very residential, tree lined, quiet. It's actually very, very nice. Maybe this is Little Neck. Well, this next avenue is, Douglaston Parkway. Real nice area. I know all these routes carving through all these different avenues. But there's some, if Tony, if you're still in here, you'll see some pretty cool old school homes back here too, even. Very suburban part of Queens. Tudor style homes. Very similar to like the Forest Park area where you have these real nice stone fronts. See how these houses straight ahead. Very, very gothic look to them. Very cool architecture. Always love kind of weaving around back here. Yeah, Tony, I figured you'd like it back here. Like these are very cool homes. Even that, just turn this way, that home there on the corner. Forest Hills is like this. It's Overbrook. These are the neighborhoods where it's like, if you can live here, why go to Long Island? Obviously, the homes are not cheap here. Far from cheap. Real quick, just to make sure I'm not missing anything in the chat. Oh yeah, cool. That's good, Co-Train. That's good. I don't know what. Anything specific? I need some guidance here on that. Yeah, down in Rockaway. Well, there's one right by where Citi Field is, right by where the Mets play. There's a 9-hole there. I think that's a 9-hole right by Citi Field. But then down in Rockaway on the beach, bro. Actually, if you're not doing anything Sunday morning, the guys want to take me Sunday morning. They actually let me know. Text me about if you want to. They want to. I mean, I'm not thrilled about Sunday morning, but they want to go to the one in Rockaway. Just make sure I'm not missing anything else. Yeah, Stanton looks good. He just needs to keep just doing that Oppo-Rappo stance he's got going. The Farrers. Yeah, no, you'll in a couple of weeks, you'll have some places, and where is it? In Long Island. So yeah, you'll be on Long Island. There's good pizza on Long Island too. There's definitely good pizza on Long Island. But me personally, the Farrers, I know that gentleman that owned the Farrers passed away recently. Great slice. L&B Spumoni Gardens in Brooklyn. they're known for their Sicilian slice, the thick crust. They're not the same. I like New Park. I mean, if you're gonna make a trip specifically for pizza in Brooklyn or Queens, and if you're going to Long Island and you don't want to have to come too far into the city before you go back up to Massachusetts, going into Howard Beach is actually a pretty good idea because you wouldn't have to go that deep into Queens. And you could be right there, like right off the belt, hop off. It's a nice day. There's seating outside. Sit outside. Do a little people watching. You never know who you'll see there. You never know. Sit out in New Park, out on the tables. This actually co-train, we're going to pass the other Queens golf course. We're going to pass Douglaston Golf Course. Douglaston Golf Course. I think Douglaston Golf Course is considered like the nicest, the premier of the New York City public courses. Because there's a few of them. There's more than you would think. There's 3 in Queens and 2 in Brooklyn and a few in the Bronx. But about 2 minutes further up, you'll see we're going to pass by Douglaston, the golf course. Oh, you do? I like the homemade pizza, Tony the Night Owl. Well, it's all about the sauce, no? It's all about the sauce. I mean, it's just cheese and dough. It's all about the sauce, no? Okay, yeah. Oh, yeah, DeFara's great spot. I've never gone up to New Haven for that. I know I remember seeing like Portnoy do like the New Haven stuff, the pizza stuff, but I've never gone up there and tried like a classic Connecticut New Haven slice. Yep, it's all about the sauce. So you see here, it gets cut down this winding road. Jeez. Once we get up over this hill, so two lights up ahead, you'll see we're going to hang off to the right, and the golf course is going to be there. And I bet the parking lot is packed. Yeah, L&B's, honestly, I like L&B's, the regular slice, better than the Sicilian slice, to be honest with you. So that's, you're not the first person I've heard that. And I can't have an opinion because I've never tried like a true New Haven slice. I want to compare that to, say, like a New Park pizza slice. A good New York City slice. I'm sure it's delicious. New York is very prideful with their pizza, though. The pizza and the bagels, Don't talk about the pizza and the bagels. So this here, Douglaston Golf Course to the right. Not, don't know if you'll be able to see much in there, but it's cool that there's a public golf course right here. And then there's a couple of highways up on the left. That's why right here it's a very, very quiet, scenic Long Island, Pennsylvania looking road. But also why I enjoy cutting through these side blocks. Like even I wouldn't have gotten on Northern Boulevard for as long as I was if you guys weren't with me, because I know all these backside, all these different neighborhoods I can cut around and cut through, and it's way less stressful. That pothole, jeez. Over here, they're always real bad over here. Dipping and diving of it, and over here, there's always this classic one. And at the bottom of the hill, they put a speed bump. It's a school zone. Like, jeez. Hey, Dritto. Ooh, that guy didn't see that speed bump. Did you see that? Ooh, man, he didn't know there was a speed bump there. I hope you guys saw that. I heard it. Dritto, what's up, man? Right now, not on Long Island yet. We're just about to hit Long Island. We're like right by like that, like Douglas and Queens area, Commonwealth Boulevard, just off of the Cross Island Parkway, northeast Queens. Still in Queens, but heading towards the island. We were in Brooklyn most of the day today. Over in, geez, I don't remember. Oh, we got some baseball going on over here. Looks like a older kids too. That's cool. Look at a high school game. That's very cool. This guy's just watching the game from guy over here. Yeah, we were in Sunset Park. Well, all over today. Yeah, those speed bumps are the worst. Especially when you don't know they're coming, like this guy to the right. He's hoping I didn't see what he did. Yeah, Dritto. I love that that road there. It's like the best view, being on the Gowanus, like passing by the Battery Tunnel, the bridges. You're right there. You're right. It's the money shot, the money view. It's a really good view from there. This here is Union Turnpike. We'll go down south. We'll cut through the neighborhood a little more. And see if anyone else comes on. Because I've definitely hogged this stream today. Oh, look at this bump coming up. Oh, doozy, look at this. Jeez Louise. Thank you, Governor Hochul. Go down another avenue. Still, running south right now, but I'm going to make this left. I'm going to start going east towards Long Island, and we probably got, all right, guys, probably got about 2 miles to the border, to the Nassau County border. Hold on. Code train. One day when I go up there and we talk in person, whatever, and we're chilling, I'll tell you that story. I'll tell you what I have exactly and what I was supposed to have for this particular job. But yes, you're right. Probably like a big F-150 on some dualies would probably do better. Considering I'm hauling around, stone. Watch my speed cameras again. This is Little Neck Parkway. So I guess this here is Little Neck. Still in Queens. To me, this area looks very similar to like Howard Beach. Flat, straight streets, but very, very, very residential. Quiet. Not a lot of traffic coming through. Very similar to like a Howard Beach. Very close to Long Island now. Maybe about a mile out. They line this avenue with speed bumps too. As you can hear. Yeah, you're right about that coach train. They just look cool. They just look cool. But you're right. So I'll take you guys across the border. I'll show you the border change. You'll literally see like a change in the concrete. We cross over into Long Island. Yeah, definitely a chill in the air, Havana Nights. You're right about that. Definitely got a chill in the air. This person's very concerned with this speed bump. I don't think that's necessary. But... Strong Island, Maddie, we're about to cross the border. Right ahead. So it's interesting. So so you have this stop sign, still Queens. Then you have the next stop sign, still Queens. But that white van straight ahead is in Long Island. So we cross the border where the yellow line in the road ends, pretty much. Right. So see where this yellow line ends? Right here, crossing into Long Island. Long Island. Strong Island. Maddie Marinaya, how you doing? Strong Island, how you doing? The street signs change. Jurisdiction changes. You've now left New York City. You just did. You just went from Queens to New Hyde Park. You just doubled your property taxes, Drita. At least. At least. That's funny. Yep. You see so much Strong Island here. New Hyde Park. Probably take you down to Jericho. I know where I'm going. I'm making my stop at the cigar shop. Gonna grab a coffee, and we'll call it a day. Because then by then, someone's got to be going on. Awesome that you guys have. I mean, we've had people in here. I've had people in here the whole day. We've been hanging. This is awesome. Really, thanks, guys. Not one time this whole day have I looked at this screen and it said there's nobody in here. So that's just, I mean, mind-boggling. Absolutely mind-boggling. And I don't even have my iPod playing, so I have my iPad playing. So it's not me. It wouldn't be me if there was one person. Not a good spot for this truck, but okay. Yeah, this is great, guys. Love that you guys hang out. Take the ride. Yeah, Maddie, you at work too? Awesome, bro. Really, really cool. I have you guys on all the time too, even if I'm not chatting, because obviously I'm driving a lot. I'm always on the move, but I always have someone in my ear. There's always something playing in the background. Well, Twitter that owl. I'm gonna go back and look at that when I can. Hey, Bill Jordan, how you doing? That is correct, sir. I believe a little further out on the South Shore, like Babylon area. Not too far from where I took a trip yesterday. My previous stream was out to the South Shore, towards that direction. South Shore of Long Island. Or when I was on Lefties, I was going out towards a little further east on the south. We're kind of in Central right now. Not really on the North Shore, not really on the South Shore. go read what Tony had up there. Tony, thanks, Tony. I appreciate that. So, yes, so there was a mass exodus. My very, very good friend who lives out on the South Shore was originally, his family was from Canarsie. Franklin Square has a huge Italian population, which is basically just south of us. Man, if I didn't have to use the facility so bad, I would go run through there. But I've gone through Franklin Square a few times, and I will again for sure. But Hempstead Turnpike runs through it. It's where my barber is, actually. Even though I live nowhere near Franklin Square, he still remains my barber. But Massapequa, very, very big Italian population. Yes, there are a lot of Italians that migrated out of the city. A ton of them went to, the Staten Island, Jersey route. The ones that were from Bronx typically went north. But a lot of them from Queens, Ridgewood, Middle Village, Howard Beach. There was a big movement from Howard Beach to Franklin Square, which is here, Nassau County. Very similar to this area that you're looking at here. A little more congested, tighter. A few more people. Go ahead, sir. But yeah, definitely. Really? That's really out there, Bohemia, right? I thought it was like Babylon, because I know like Babylon is not too far out into Suffolk. I think Bohemia is it's pretty far out there. Yeah, Long Island has I don't know if you heard, I got into it briefly in a different stream, the post-World War II history of Long Island, where they built the levee houses. They just mass-produced houses for the soldiers coming home. So there was that post-World War II, and then exodus out of the city. So Long Island just blew up. The population just out of nowhere. From that, I'd say, late 40s on. Mineola, the town we're about to hit, has a huge Portuguese population. I know Co-Train and Danny Stories appreciate that. Good Portuguese restaurants in Mineola. That chicken, that roasted chicken, whenever they do that chicken, it's delicious. Absolutely delicious. That's Levittown, Maddie. I think if you're talking about the post-World War thing, the guy Levy, or William Levy, I think his name was, he worked with Ford, the guy that was, the car, Ford, Mr. Ford, that was mass-producing vehicles at that time to also mass-produce houses in, a couple of different styles, 1-bedroom, 2-bedroom, and they were just planting them all over Levittown. And that's what those original short, non-extended houses are. Yeah, so it started in Levittown and branched out from there. Bethpage, Plainview, but that was like the epicenter of it. There was nothing there until they just started boom, 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 houses. And you had the GI Bill, all them coming home. Very, very interesting history there. The Hamptons. When I go out to the Hamptons, I'll definitely go live. I have to. I've been, as Co-Train would say, I'm slacking on the Hamptons out there, but I do have to go out to the Hamptons. Yeah, Mineola, big Portuguese population and a bunch of restaurants here. Yeah, so yep, and the place for the resting spot for a lot of the New York City based, or people from the New York City region, soldiers that went out, was out here, out in the suburbs, not going back and going right back into the city, into the neighborhoods. This was wide open space. I believe this road that we're on was wide open until that dirt road. Suffolk County saw a major boom in like the .com bubble and all that, like late 90s, 2000s. People were going out to Suffolk County like crazy. Utility work. Oh, that power line. That pole must have taken down that power line. Yeah, Maddie, go get some cigarettes out there. I know on the highway they built these huge screens, like television screens. When you get like right before you hit the Hamptons, where the reservation is. I was driving out there like a few months ago. I'm like, what is that? Huge, big screens for like announcing that you're in their territory. Yeah, a lot of Indian reservations out there. The move was to always go out there to get you cigarettes. Although now I think they're not as cheap. Like if you go with the brand names, I think if you go with their homemade brand stuff, it's cheaper still. So this here is actually the town of Mineola, central Nassau, kind of smack dab in the middle. Yeah, there's Shinnecock. I know Shinnecock's the golf course, but there's a few of them. Co-train usually, actually let me wrap around here. Just gonna pull back around that back way. Usually everything starts shutting down around 5:30. So it really depends. Then usually I'll have like emails and stuff to do. So I'll start heading back into Queens, or after 6:30, 7 o'clock. But everyone, thank you. I've reached one destination. I also have to use the facilities since I pounded 3 water bottles on this trip. 3 water bottles in 3 hours. Not bad, right? Not too bad. I think that's pretty good. But I'm going to cut this loose. Co-train. You're the man. Dritto. It's close to where... yes. Tony the Night Owl. Thank you. Very supportive. I appreciate it. Always do. Maddie, always a pleasure. Next time, if you can, I know you're working, hop on. You're always welcome, Maddie. Bill Jordan, thanks for popping in. Everyone else, I know Cuz was in, Havana Nights. Everyone. I can't scroll up any further. I don't think it's gonna let me. But I just saw Long Island roads are the worst. Yeah, Maddie. I have my opinions about Long Island. Don't yeah. Yes, hit the like, please. Please hit the like. That'll help. Yep, you got it, man. Oliver, hey, see you, bud. Thanks for popping in before. Always appreciate it, and thanks, Maddie. All right, guys, I'm gonna run now. Have a good one. Peace.